It's KoKo Unfiltered. Speak nothing but the truth. Bam. What is up, you guys? Welcome. My name is KoKo. Welcome to KoKo Unfiltered. If you haven't know, hello, hi, I'm here. We are on our very special Halloween episode, and I have two fabulous guests yet again.
Hello.
We have the fabulous Maya, ookie spooky.
Hi.
And then we have the
That was weird.
Spectacular, Miss Kristin.
Ooh, hello.
Oh, wow, that's scary.
So scary.
What is
Halloween.
that noise?
You're like, that's spooky.
That's a spooky noise in the office here.
Well, Halloween is this Thursday, so happy Halloween whenever you're listening to
I
this.
love Halloween.
The best time.
But be safe.
Be safe.
Make
Yes,
sure
be
you
safe.
eat your candy before your kids.
Yes.
Check the candy.
For razor blades, like in the
Yes.
80s.
Yeah.
Oh my! Does that actually happen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was
in
a
the
thing.
80s, it was a thing.
Yeah. I
I wasn't born in the 80s. Sorry.
know. We know. Which I think what we're going to talk about today, you probably won't know half of the movies.
No.
But we're going to go. Now you're going to have some assignments like you guys gave me one.
Well, we're going to be talking anything ghostly, spooky, ghost stories if we have them, urban legends, and personal experiences that we've all had, and spooky movies.
Okay, well, disclaimer to the other side, please. Kristin is not a vessel today, so you are not coming home with us. We are just talking about scary movies. This is not an invitation to dinner tonight, okay? So stay on the other side.
Stay where you are.
Stay in the light.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Don't come home with me.
Don't come
No.
home with us because you ain't invited.
Yeah. You're uninvited.
You're uninvited to this party. I do want to shout out. Look at your hats. They're so adorable.
Well, we had to get into character.
Yeah,
I love
I
it.
those are
can't
great.
see out of this freaking thing.
I want to wear it 24/7.
Me too. I should have had it in our TikTok lighten up last night.
Oh
You haven't
my
seen our
God.
TikTok.
I know. If you haven't seen our TikTok, go watch it.
Sorry,
It's
Chris.
amazing.
Now, I know, I'm
Chris would be
jealous,
like,
but
she's-
it was really good, guys.
It's fun.
Way to
Well,
go.
I was telling Maya we should do another one. I have another one that we should do
I'm
before
in.
we leave here.
Okay. Oh, definitely.
It's super easy.
Okay.
And it has no. We don't have to dance or anything.
I love TikTok. I would
gosh, it
dance.
gets
I
better
like
and better.
dancing.
Well, it doesn't. We don't have to learn anything hard.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's good for me.
All
So
right.
that's perfect.
Oh,
So-
I love scary movies. I'm just so excited about this.
Oh my God, scary movies. Let's jump right into it.
All right, jump
Yeah.
in. Jump
Let's
in.
Jump right into it. What's a scary movie that you've just was super scary to you?
Okay, so in the most recent years was one called The Strangers. It came out, I think they have a couple different ones, but this one was with Liv Tyler. It came out in 2009. It scared the shit out of me. So if that's something you're into, look it up and watch it. Oh my God. And it was based kind of on a true story. So it was really weird, but just like mass people coming up to this cabin. This couple rents a cabin to be alone, and then they like knock on the door and they're outside the door. It's just so super scary. But going back, the movies in the 70s, that's where all the scary movies were. You know, everything. So just a side note of a story I have.
Oh, God.
I lived on Long Island, born and raised, and the Amityville Horror
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
That house was 40 minutes away from where I lived.
40 of them?
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
So it was scary to know that. But I had, of all the religious things ever, I had communion. Didn't have confirmation or anything like so.
That's
Communion.
spooky.
That's very
is
Italian
scary
of
in
you.
its
It's
own.
very Italian.
And I was 7 years old, okay? And we had a party after. And it's so weird because I was like in a little girl wedding dress. Like you're in a white dress with the veil and everything for communion. It's very strange. Anyway, so we had a party and we had cake and everything. And now it's like all the parents are hanging out and all my cousins are sitting around and we turn on the TV. Back then you called it the big TV. I don't know if you guys had that. The big wooden box. You
Yes.
probably didn't. But the big one. So let's get in front of the big TV. What's on? Amityville Horror's on. I am 7 years old. The most holiest of nights in my life, and I'm watching the Amityville Horror.
Like,
with the
whose
blood
idea?
coming down
Oh,
the
my
walls,
gosh.
and it was based on a true story. This kid went nuts and killed his whole family, but they made it a bit much in the movie. But when you're 7 years old watching
no, it
that,
sticks with you.
oh, that was so scary.
Yeah, that's super
Does stick with
scary.
you.
Yeah.
Since you're such a baby too.
I know, but
they
that's
made
how
you
we're
watch
now.
it?
The
Did they
kids
make you
nowadays
watch
are
it?
like, no, they didn't really know what we were doing. You know what I mean? But now the kids nowadays, it's like, oh, it's locked on the phone. You can't do this. You can't watch this. It's rated
Right.
this. Back then, we watched everything. You know. But should I have? Ooh.
I don't know. And I wonder now if you went to go watch it, if it would still be as scary.
No, because I turned it on. I was like, oh, this is
lame, right? Yeah, I know, because now they kick it up a notch.
Oh, now
they
it's
do.
terrifying.
Yeah,
I think it depends on the production company.
Yeah.
Because there are some scary movies that aren't like as scary, but like before it used to be. Like Freddy Krueger was scary.
No, well, the ones. So the first Nightmare on Elm Street, the scariest scene when he was getting annihilated, when he was on top of the ceiling and he was like, Freddy was slashing him in the dreams.
Yeah.
And he was bleeding everywhere. I was like, what the hell is this? We were watching it at, October baby, right? 10/22 is the birthday. So we're close
Right
to
there.
Halloween, right? Another October baby
Your
over here.
birthday is on Tuesday.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 29. So, so I would always have slumber parties at my house.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you probably never did this, Brandon, but light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so we watched Freddy Krueger, the first one, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh.
I think the girl's hair turns gray because she got the shit scared out of her or whatever.
Yes,
and then the guy
Nancy.
gets chopped. Nancy, right? So we all thought it'd be a good idea to play light as a feather, stiff as a board after that. So we're all in our little romper pajamas with the lace white socks.
Oh my God.
Cuties.
All hanging out. And we decide we pick the skinniest, tallest girl. Of course. Because, it's real, but we got to pick the lightest girl.
I think I can picture who it could have been.
Well, no, not
was
Tiffany.
it? Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Actually, it should have been Tiffany,
should
but
have
you
been
know what?
Tiffany.
I don't even know if she participated.
Oh,
I think so before we did Light as a Feather, we did Bloody Mary.
Bloody
in the
Mary was so
bathroom.
scary. That is so
Who
scary.
Frickin'
Who came up
does
with that?
shit?
I've
And we
never
do
done
it.
it.
Okay.
Well, because people told me not to.
Yeah, you're smart.
But I
No.
would never. But I want to.
That's
do
the
it.
portal of
Well,
death.
we're gonna
right
make you
there.
do
I would.
it.
That's like I know. We should do
In the
Bloody
boys' bathroom right
Mary.
now.
Oh,
I'm
the
down.
bathroom, not the closet that you tried to get us.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. Don't go in the closet.
You tried to put me back in the closet.
I did.
So we did Bloody Mary in the bathroom, and I remember I would never do it. I would close my eyes, which will lead me to my next topic after that about closing my eyes and plugging my ears. But so we all came out of the bathroom. We picked, her name was Becky. She was my next door neighbor. Well, one over, and she was tall and thin. We're like, okay, we're gonna pick her up to do it.
Oh wow.
We're gonna pick her to be the light as a feather. So I can see it clear as day at my mom's house. And we're all down there lifting her up. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. That's what you would do.
Yeah.
And we would all pick her up, and we're supposed to be holding her by our pinkies. Because by your, not pinkies,
tips
but
of
the
your
tip of your fingers, right? So she's all the way up there. And I don't think it was quite pinkies. It was probably full hands, and there was like 6 of us. And she puts her hand up in the air, like straight up. And I remember like looking with one eye open, like, oh shit, she's really up there. I screamed and we freaking dropped her. We dropped her.
That is super
We
scary.
dropped her.
Well,
And then she went home, and then it started a big
Is she
old
alive?
war with the parents and all that stuff. We dropped her.
Okay, so wait.
Well, of course you
explain what
did.
this is.
So it's supposed to be that when you say, it's kind of like a seance, light as a feather, stiff as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board, and you're picking up this person and you're summoning the
And then are you
spirits to
trying?
help
Is
you.
it supposed to like then?
It's
the
supposed to be
spirit's supposed to
levitating.
taking it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like the Ouija board. Like you just don't do those
No,
things.
Okay.
you don't do that.
I used to play the Ouija board
Yeah.
with my mom, my aunt. We all used to do it in the bathroom. We used to do it in the kitchen. I believe that so much. Like it felt real.
Oh yeah.
Like it would be moving. Like they'd ask.
And you're trusting the
questions.
people you're with. They're not moving. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
like you know it's moving on.
I mean, because
It's
I was
answering the
probably
question.
like 7, 8, or 9.
Yeah.
all of those.
Yeah.
And you're like, my aunt, and my mom are
Every
telling
year.
the truth. Like it's moving. Oh my god, they just answered a question. That's my grandma. But there are moments where it's like you were sitting there, and then all of a sudden, like things were touching me on my back.
You felt it?
Yes.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, And then one time we were playing in the bathroom. I don't know why we were playing in the bathroom, but my mom had a Jack and Jill bathroom, and her ex-husband was in the other room.
Yeah.
And we were like, can you give us a sign? And then all of a sudden, all the lights went off, and the door slammed.
Ooh.
No.
See?
But it was her ex-husband.
Oh.
On the other side.
No, he was.
Oh, he
still
was
alive.
messing with you. Oh, okay.
But that's why I was like, oh my god, that's scary. It's real. And then it was like, oh wait, it was her ex-husband.
So, okay, going under the Ouija board thing, we used to make our own Ouija boards back in the day at my mom's
them?
house.
How do you make your own Ouija board?
All you have to do is put the letters on there, and you get a glass, and it moves. So we used to talk to this spirit called Guppy. Okay?
Oh, I just got chills.
Guppy. Yeah. This is at my mom's house in Lake Chateau. Okay? And we do...
No.
My mom and my sister will tell you that they always saw a shadow. And I was like, I ain't trying to look for that. So I don't need to see any kind of shadow. You guys can have that. I don't need to see it.
Yeah.
So shadow, you're not,
You're not wanted.
I'm not your person. Okay? But I wonder always when I used to ditch... Mom, I know you're in heaven, so I'm sorry. Okay. When I used to ditch, we used to go back to my house.
Yeah.
And actually, it probably wasn't ditching high school. This is probably in 7th and 8th grade where I had slumber parties. See, I've always had a lot of friends. Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. It's true.
Going back to episode 1 of KoKo Unfiltered. But so we would make our own Ouija boards and this
Wow.
Guppy person. And my friend Deanna at the time, who is actually the famous "Don't Fuck with Cats" girl now.
Isn't that so interesting?
with
Yeah, she was so she lived with us in her senior year of high school too. So we were like friends all the way from 7th till.
So she did this with you.
So she did it with us, and we don't know if it was a zit.
What?
Or if her face was really bleeding.
Oh.
Because we were playing this Ouija board thing. So I got the glass. I freaked out. And I went in my backyard because my mom's house backs up to La Paz. And I freaking got the glass and I threw it over the freaking wall into traffic.
Bye-bye.
You're like, go
Dead.
away, demon.
Oh my gosh, it was
That's
so
scary.
scary.
Oh my God.
I know, but her face was bleeding. And I'm like, okay. And that was it. It had to be 7th, 8th grade. I'm like, I'm never doing any of this again. Like, this is so scary. What are we doing, people?
What are we doing? We're
we are not
conjuring.
opening up
Yeah.
that portal.
That's
Did
what
you
that
ever
is.
play the Ouija board?
Oh, yeah. And I just remember it was like morbid. Like we'd asked it like, when's my grandpa going to die? Like stupid stuff like that. And it said when he's 74, So then I go back to my dad. I'm like, we're playing the Ouija board. I don't want to hear that, But he did die at that age.
What?
I'll never
Okay.
forget that.
I'm scared.
That was
I mean,
weird.
we are
Don't call
in
it
this
in.
office
Don't
all by
call it in.
itself.
Don't call it in.
But
Yeah.
I would see so my aunt who's into the witch stuff, when she used to play with it and then she was okay with it. Now she's not. She said it opens up a portal. So 95% of the time, it's not the person you think it is. It's someone like a demon.
Yes, that's what's
pretending
scary.
to be them, so
Yeah.
they can lurch onto you and your energy.
Pretending to be your loved one that has crossed.
So like when you're
Yeah.
doing the Ouija board, it's probably not who you think it is. So if you're asking it to be like your grandparent or something, it's 95% not your grandparent.
Okay, I'm probably not doing this justice because I don't read the Bible,
guppy.
but the Bible says don't trust familiar faces from the other side. I'm
Yeah.
probably not doing it justice, so don't
quote you.
Don't quote me, but I had a almost mother-in-law who used to tell me like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Your dreams are not real. Don't trust it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that kind of
Well,
stuff.
I mean, going back to that ghost story I told you when I thought it was Jeff doing something behind the TV.
That's right.
It was dressed like Jeff. You know what I mean? So, and it wasn't Jeff.
No,
but
you're-
it made
good
it
point.
made you
Good point.
familiar.
It was
Yeah.
Stuart.
it was like
Stuart
maybe
from
it
the
was
other side.
Guppy. It was Guppy.
I was like,
Oh
Guppy.
God, I hope not. Guppy scares me.
I would never do that again. I will never do anything like that again. But I'll show you guys how we did it later. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Like,
I'm
come
kidding.
over tonight.
No,
9 o'clock.
no.
No,
But really
no.
quick, I want to say this one thing about poltergeist.
You're good.
We talked about this, right?
Yes.
So, on the topic of portals, if you look at the Poltergeist movie, especially now with the Menendez case being in the press and stuff, and that one, I think he was a reporter. So his daughter was in the movie Poltergeist.
Wait, the reporter's daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
did you
how
watch
do I
the?
not-
Are you
of
watching the
course.
Menendez? Okay. So the
No,
one
I'm
who
not watching the Menendez. I should be watching.
Okay,
I'm
so
watching
there's
it
two of
currently.
them. The monsters one or
which
the other
Monsters.
Okay.
So there's a character in there that plays. I think he's a reporter. I forget, but in real life and in the Menendez documentary or the
What's his daughter? The oldest daughter.
She was the oldest daughter.
who was murdered.
Okay. Was murdered by her boyfriend. He strangled her to death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
The little blonde girl, Heather, is it Heather something?
Yep.
She had a bowel obstruction and died at 11 years old from a bowel obstruction.
Yeah.
And then there's one other person, I can't remember, that died young. There's I was looking it up and now I'm failing here. But yeah, so
No, there's
they
a lot.
talk about the curse of Poltergeist
Yeah.
because Poltergeist was based on like a burial ground of people who have died and all their energies there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And have you watched Poltergeist?
I have never watched the original one.
Oh,
Mother
yeah.
of
We
pearl.
have
I've
to
watched
watch
the
that.
rebooted one, and it was kind of lame.
Yeah, no, you gotta watch.
No,
the
no,
original.
the God is in His holy temple one. God is in His holy temple. You guys see that?
It's scaring me.
It's so freaking scary.
I thought you were in a
Oh
choir.
gosh, it's so.
What was that?
What, it was horrible? It was off key? See, now I'm going to lock myself in my hotel room.
Dude, don't. Oh, that's scary.
No,
You're right,
But-
though. There is a curse with that.
The movie? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to go watch this.
you have
This
to
will
watch it
to be
because
my
that's how he
homework.
walks the streets saying that. And he comes up to the door. He's like, hello, little girl.
Because I don't remember
God,
the
is
new.
it?
I don't.
He's holy
so scary. I see his face.
Hello, little girl.
Yeah.
I don't remember the new one doing that. It's been a while since I watched.
Okay,
the new
that's
one.
scary. Put a white light. Put a white
Yeah.
light. I'm
White light,
scared.
white light.
White light. I'm scared. Okay.
It's very scary.
But he does do it. It's fucking scary.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to watch the original one. I wonder if it's on Netflix, Hulu.
It's got to
I'm
be.
sure-
It has to
I'm
be.
Sure
I'll
they're
have to look it
streaming
up.
them all.
It has to be. Have you seen The Exorcist?
Yes.
Okay, probably stupid now, but I think my brother needed. That's why he had to go to therapy over the years because he watched it by himself at home.
Listen, you
on
can't
the
do
small
stuff
TV.
like that. My mom was pregnant. My mom was pregnant with me. Went to a drive-in to see it, and she just said
shit.
I couldn't do it. She went on the floor of the car the whole entire time, but she could still hear it. She said it sucked. Yeah, it was so bad she couldn't watch it.
I think that's the worst thing is to hear it.
Hearing it's the and that was just that movie was.
Well,
That's bad.
they bring the thing. The power of God compels
Yeah,
you,
that's
and they're
so-
trying to
Oh,
get
yeah.
the
That makes you so
frickin'
scary. Yeah, it's like, but going to like that messed him up. And
No, he even talks about it today. He's still scared of that movie.
oh, for sure.
Like, who freaking watches it by themselves downstairs
My
a little
brother
TV.
on a little TV?
on the little TV. My brother, and this is so sad because it wasn't supposed to be a scary movie, but it was The Elephant Man, and he had that disease.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
But we watched it. My brother was really young, and it scared the shit out of my brother. My brother,
Really?
he would not go in the bathroom by himself. So it was like a windy summer day, and his bedroom was upstairs with my parents, and he's upstairs hanging out, and the door slammed from the wind, and he screamed so loud. He went down the
wind.
stairs on his butt, and he screamed. That movie just messed him up, and I'm thinking, why did we watch that at such a young age?
We watched.
That's not right.
Do you think it changed like from when you guys used to watch scary movies with your family to like now? Would you let your kids watch like? I mean, you watched Annabelle with X.
Because you guys made me
Well, because you haven't seen it, you had to see something.
Bungool. You guys made me do.
But see, the people in that movie, like the older couple that was married,
Yeah.
they come to the house to like help. Is that what it was? Like, I forget what the name of but those people had their career in helping.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. The two people. Oh God, what was her name?
Wait, what are we talking
Yeah.
about? No, in Annabelle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I watch the wrong one? Is this when the chick throws herself out the window and goes, "I know what she meant," and she jumps out
Ooh.
the window, which is a stupid part. But
Yeah.
No, there are
that's
two.
still-
It's oh my God.
what's
what
that
was her
actress name? Maybe I didn't watch the right one. I watched the first one, 2014.
Yeah, that was the very first one. I mean,
That's
'cause
the
they
one I
all-
watched.
The way it worked, like the Conjuring universe, that's what they call it, because you know, you have like the Marvel universe. It's called the Conjuring universe. So Annabelle, the Conjuring, the Nun.
Oh, the nun's part of that.
Something. They're all a part of one universe.
Yeah, but I don't like it when they
So
bring
if you
the
ever
God
watch
stuff.
the Nun,
No.
if you ever watch a Nun, which is very scary to me, they do. Annabelle is somehow in there, and some of the other movies are also thrown into the Nun. But if you've ever noticed in Annabelle and in the other Annabelles, the Nun. Oh my God!
Oh, wow.
I apologize if you hear that.
I'm scared.
But in Annabelle, there's other.
Oh.
I feel that.
there
Pay
are
for this spot. Just kidding.
I know we should talk to the owner. There are references of each movie in those movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the universe of it. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what were their names because they were all real.
I see the woman's head. Like I see
Wait,
her
what are we
face.
talking about? In the
So from Annabelle, The Conjuring, and not the Nun, but The Conjuring, there was Elizabeth something.
Ooh, okay.
The Wardens?
The Wardens. Yeah, the Wardens.
They're called the Wardens, and they are the people who helped with the Annabelle doll and The Conjuring.
Okay.
They were like, I wouldn't say
what is that? Okay.
they were like, I wouldn't say they weren't psychics, but they were like, I wouldn't say demonologists either. They were like
yeah.
coming to help them get rid of the spirits.
Yeah.
But they weren't like holier than thou
Right.
type of people. They weren't like nuns.
Okay.
I don't think they worked for the church. They were just random old people
Yeah.
who came to help.
Yeah. I don't think I saw that. But this was just about the couple, and I think it was the 60s because they were talking about Charles Manson in the beginning.
So it was Ed
Yeah.
and Lorraine Warren.
Yes.
Let me see the picture because I don't know
They
who that
were
is.
mediums. That's what it was.
But that was not in.
That was
yeah.
them.
Oh.
Curly hair or something.
Okay. No, thank you.
They were paranormal. That's what it was. They were
Paranormal, yeah.
investigators.
Oh, they have a museum in Connecticut. And that's
That's
where the
supposed to be
Annabelle,
scary.
Okay.
Annabelle lives.
That's supposed to be super scary. That's better than the Vegas one.
Nope, not
Yeah.
going.
No, it's that would be very scary. And I remember living in Long Island. I lived across from Bridgeport.
Okay.
The ferry would go back and forth.
Yeah.
And I had heard over the radio they were talking about this
Sorry.
kid that was I know
noise.
this.
Sorry,
noise
go
is
ahead, go
nuts,
ahead.
But this kid that was possessed, a real life situation, and that they would, trying to get him cleared of this demon in him and everything. And it was over the radio. I was taking a shower, had the radio going, and I was like, oh my God, that's right across the way.
So this
So
kid,
scary.
they said this was in Connecticut that this kid
That was in
possessed.
Connecticut. It was like a Connecticut haunting, whatever the heck it was called. But
So what year was this?
stuff happens in Connecticut. Oh, I was still living in Long Island, so it was in the
100.
yeah,
The 1900s?
before 1999 or something. Yeah.
So a reason why I asked is because have you guys seen The Exorcism of Emily Rose?
I
No.
did see parts.
Okay, so this was probably in the 1800s, I think. I don't know. But they said she was possessed,
Yeah.
and they did all the exorcisms around him and all around her and all of that stuff. And I saw this movie in Montreal with my friend, and we were coming home after that, and I couldn't even go down my hallway because my hallway was kind of scary. It had
Yeah.
these flashing lights. It had still had carpet.
Ooh,
I lived
that's
in this
creepy.
old high rise but pretty apartment that overlooked the city, and it was beautiful. However, the hallway was like this dimly lit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm freaking out. Okay, I have this neighbor who lived across who had this huge hat hair, but it was her hair. And she always wore these nightgowns, okay?
Oh my
So
God.
I'm getting out of the elevator and I see her walking down because we had the trash chute. You have to walk down the hallway to throw your trash.
Yeah.
And she's walking down the hallway with her hat. Her hair looks like a hat, like a witch hat, in her flowy white dress. And I'm walking, and I'm freaking out. So I get my flip phone, flip it up, and I text Dan. I'm like, "Hey, baby, can you come over? I'm so scared." I walked downstairs. I didn't go to my apartment because she lived right across from me. It was freaking freaky.
It's freaky.
The Exorcism of Emily Rose is based off of a true story. And what's so funny is the main actress in this show, she's like one of the actress in White Chicks with the Wayans brothers. So it's it could never get it out of my head that she was
Yeah.
a possessed demon versus
wow.
playing this
I didn't know that.
dingbat chick in this movie, right? In the Wayans brothers movie. But it's a true story. They gave her a lobotomy for real, Emily, because
1800s.
her body was convulsing. So was it an exorcism or did she have some kind of disease
Seizure.
in real life?
Yeah.
Seizure disease, right? But they said she was possessed. So the priest would come, they would try to do all kinds of things to her, and they finally took her part of her brain out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the scarier thing is they took her brain out. But
think
yeah,
that's-
it's a true story.
Yeah.
That is scary.
Yeah, and that movie is freaking gnarly. It is scary. At least that's
I'm
how
about
I
to watch
remember it.
I think anything with possessions.
It's scary.
And,
who does that?
It just reminded me of this story. I met this woman.
I know.
And this was
yeah.
years ago when I was going to Paul Mitchell. That's
Yeah, I remember that. Hmm. Are you still friends with her?
And no.
Okay.
I lost touch with her.
Oh, fuck. Can we just shout it out?
Okay, yeah.
But
okay,
anyway, she told me, hey, let's go to Palm Desert. I have this place and we can hang for the weekend. And I was like, oh, that sounds great. The kids were very little. I needed a getaway. So go with her to Palm Desert. We're sitting down on the couch right before we go to bed. And she's like, yeah, Guatemala was an interesting place. She's like, my sister. She's like, well, she was possessed.
What?
And, they
I
did
remember,
3
I remember.
exorcisms on her and, all the stuff.
Yeah.
It never left her. It's always been with me. That's really scary and stuff. And she's like, good night. Actually, I was pregnant with Jake at the time. I was pregnant with him.
Yeah.
No.
She's scared. And I said, good night. How the hell am I going to go to sleep after this? It's your sister? That freaked
She's
me
like,
out.
good luck with you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
That was it. And you know what was weird that night, though? I slept, and I don't know if it was the air conditioning or what, but I was shaking all night. And I was so cold, physically shaking. And I'm thinking, oh my God, my poor baby. He's like, in my belly, And I'm like, it was just didn't feel right.
Oh, my God. I
Yeah.
think
Clutch my pearls.
Anyway,
Just
so
lost
once
my
that
hat.
close, it's
Clutch my
scary.
pearls.
Clutch your pearls. It's that scary when you hear about somebody that close.
Well, especially, but maybe,
and in another country, like maybe it does happen. Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know. Hispanics are pretty into that stuff and like, not into it. I should say they're really into like protecting yourself.
Yeah,
because
getting them
they
out.
feel like and there's a lot of little rituals that we do, especially that my dad and my grandma and my grandpa have taught me. Like if you don't want someone to come back in your house, you're supposed to throw, after they leave, you're supposed to throw salt out on the front doorstep so they don't come back.
Right?
Yeah.
So I can do that with my dad?
Yeah, you can. Your poor dad. Okay. Sorry, Roger. My 2 is kicking in. Okay.
I'm just going to throw some salt every day.
Yeah.
Get out the fuck out.
Yeah, right.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I never knew about
and
that.
And then if you want to rid somebody of their energy, you get a picture of them. Oh, I have another good one too that you're going to laugh at. You get a lemon and you put them of a picture, them in a frame, and then you put the lemon behind the frame.
Okay.
And that's supposed to absorb all of the energy from them, right? And then
Oh, God.
you throw that freaking lemon out of a moving car.
That makes sense.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
And since I'm in my witch hat today,
Yes.
here's another one that I
They're all
learned.
coming to her.
Here's
I
another
love it.
one.
I love
I
this.
can't remember who taught me this one. It was one of my aunts, or it might have been, I can't remember. But if you want to, I think it's a pagan thing to do. Okay.
Ooh.
So if you want to, if someone's energy is just coming at you, right? You write their name on a piece of paper, you submerge it in water in a plastic bag, and then you freeze it. And you put it in the freezer, and that puts them on ice. It's supposed to like put them on ice, and then their energy just
Okay.
stops. Like their negative energy stops, right?
But they're still a part of your life. Their negative energy is frozen.
Whatever.
It's like you freeze them out. I just heard this on this book I'm listening to, Trust Your Vibes.
Yeah, you're
That's what she
supposed to
says
freeze
do.
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So one time Dan and X were cleaning out the outside fridge.
Oh, God.
And I'm driving to the mall, and X calls me. He was always like, "Mom, we're wondering where all these little baggies of ice are in the freezer."
No.
And I go, "Don't take them out, don't take them out." And so Dan goes, "Yeah, there's papers in them." I'm like, "What? No, just leave them in there. There's like 30 of them in there. I'm not even kidding."
No.
Seriously, ask them. They will laugh. Yeah.
Okay, the real question is, are they still in there?
No, I got rid of them.
No.
Maybe I need to put them back in there.
Did you bring them to Alaska? No. Like, they got to stay frozen.
Wait, so does it have to stay in there for an X amount of time?
No, you just put it in there. You know what?
And then-
I don't know for sure on the rest of
have
that,
to
but that's a
ask
good
her.
question. I know. That's my answer.
After
I
you
know.
got rid of them, were those people coming back to you? Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
Are they-
Oh, boy.
We need to put them back
Yeah.
in the freezer
Yeah.
right away. Put them back in there. And then throw some
Ice
salt.
them out, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
So, KoKo, what movie scared you the most?
The most? I would say The Nun.
Real? So that's recent.
That's recent.
I'm
I haven't
definitely
seen
not
that
watching
one yet.
it.
Because
I'm not
like,
watching it then.
I mean, like Freddy Krueger and Jason and like Halloween, to me, that's not scary.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it isn't. Like, it's
It
just
was
killers.
back in the
I mean,
day,
back in the
right.
day, yeah. I mean, because Mom said that Jaws was scary for them back in the day.
Yeah,
Yes,
Jaws was a
it's on
thing.
my list
Jaws
here.
was
It
a thing.
Scary.
Yeah.
You didn't want to go in the ocean after that.
Well, I wouldn't want to go in the ocean anyway.
Yeah, no, this is true. Scary shit.
I digress on that one. But like those movies weren't to me scary. Like The Nun,
Yeah.
because I believe in like spirits, I believe in demons, I believe in all of that.
That's
so I
kinda
think
scary.
that adds to the element of that's why it scared the fuck
Yeah.
out of me.
Okay, you need some garlic in your house. Okay.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
tons of garlic.
Okay, good.
But The Nun was the one that scared me the most.
Okay.
Absolutely lights on, every single light, kitchen light, bathroom light, my room, my mom's room. Every single light was turned on.
Oh God.
You have to start thinking about puppies and like, kittens. And it
Well,
makes
then
you...
I start going on my phone to like the movie's on.
Distract.
And I'm like,
I
oh,
know.
fuck, oh, fuck.
I know.
Yeah.
Twitter,
Yeah.
TikTok. Maya,
so
what are you
scary.
doing?
Yeah. Okay, that
And
I'm
then no
afraid.
one responds. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I plugged my ears all through Annabelle. So for those of
Really?
you who don't know, which is probably everybody because it's just you and Kristin who made me do this, is to watch Annabelle with my older son Xavier, and he was such a trooper. He had an earbud in one ear and the phone in one hand, and he was like, "Mom, you're being so lame. Just watch it. Just watch it." So I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Dan, will you sit and watch it?" He's like, "Nope, I'm not watching that. Nope, I don't do that
Not
shit."
at all.
He's like, "I got a reminder for you, Emily Rose. Remember, you had to phone a friend, and that was me." Like, So he goes and he's watching he goes in the office, and me and X are on the couch, and I turn it on, and like X was like, so, because in the beginning they talk about Charles Manson.
Right.
And that is the part where the guy gets killed through the window.
Right.
And X and I jumped. Like, seriously, I went through to Q's room upstairs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, screaming. And X is laughing, but he jumped. He's like, oh my God, what's your problem, Mom? What's your problem? Like,
Yeah,
you jumped too, dude.
Trying to act all
Yeah,
cool.
like trying to act
Yeah.
all cool.
He's like, why are you acting like this?
I
Mom?
know. I'm like, come on, Mom. I go, you got scared. And Dan's like laughing his ass off, right? But he's like, X, you're going to have nightmares.
Right?
I wonder if he
And-
did.
Well, I was worried because he was on like all this medication because he's had this bad cough. So he had like nighttime cough syrup stuff. I'm like, oh my God, X, maybe you shouldn't be watching this. I'm afraid. What if you have like a sleep paralysis and you're having a nightmare and I can't wake you up? And he's like, that's more scary than this movie, Mom.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, it's creepy though.
so I plugged my ears through most of it
Yeah.
because I was like just freaked out because the music makes it worse. But the
Yeah.
most scariest part in that movie is when the priest had already been hurt by that damn doll, okay? And he's in the hospital.
Oh.
And then there's a knock at the door because the lady and the other lady, the mom,
Right.
and then I don't know I forget the character's name. And I forget what her name is in real life, the actress. But she was the bookstore girl,
Okay, yeah.
okay? And they're at home having a nice cup of tea. And then all of a sudden the house starts getting possessed. And the
Yeah.
freaking doll wakes up and is around them. And I'm like, oh my God, who would buy that freaking ugly doll anyways?
I know.
Like, who would do that? It's freaking ugly and scary.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be bad because then as they're rustling through the house, then it goes silent, and then there's a knock at the door, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna get bad. X, be ready. So I'm grabbing his leg, and I'm freaking out. The door opens, and it's the back of the head of the priest who's supposed to be in the bed, okay?
Yeah.
And she's like, Father, what's his name? Father something.
Yeah.
Oh. And he's still the back of the head.
Yeah, of course.
Father, whatever. Are you okay? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
And it's
keep
silent,
asking.
silent. And then they pan to the front of him. And
Oh God.
he's like,
I'm scared. I'm scared.
bloodshot red eyes. And he's got this possessed face. He's like, save your souls. Save your souls. And I'm like, no. And Quentin comes down running. He's like, what is happening in here? I'm like, go upstairs. This is the scariest shit. I've ever seen.
That's awful. Aren't you glad you watched it?
Nope.
Aren't you glad you watched it? I think you had to though because it's like a Halloween tradition. But you know what's funny is that you're sort of watching it backwards because Annabelle was like the second or third one, even though it was the first one. It's supposed to be like played like third.
Well,
Because like you're like, so you have two more to watch.
I don't have it in me. I think
you just invite me and Kristen over.
Yeah.
We'll all three
We'll all
watch
watch it.
because you have to watch it in like the way like chronological order for
Yeah,
them.
but Kristen's gonna bring Guppy, and it's gonna be a
No,
freaking
I'm not
party
doing
of
that.
a
I know what
million
to
that we
do
didn't
now.
invite.
I white light
Sage
us.
or
Don't worry.
something.
Yeah,
Okay.
sage, white lights.
I think I've only had one like haunted experience like in real life. Like,
Okay.
we went to
Yeah, let's hear.
We went to San Diego
Okay.
and we went to this. I don't remember what house it was. It was for someone's birthday. It was in Old Town, San Diego, and it was it was supposed to be like really haunted house. So we went there. We paid like $40 for it, and we went on this haunted. It was dark, pitch black.
Ooh.
They gave you cameras so you could take pictures and you can try to see like things because it's supposed to be haunted. And I remember we were sitting in it was almost like this. How shocking! It was the dining room of this really expensive house. It was supposed to be like a plantation owner. And so we're sitting there, and I'm sitting on the right side of the table. There's an empty chair next to me, so behind me. My friend was sitting in front of me. And so we're sitting there, and then all of a sudden, the main guy goes, "Do you sense anyone next to you?" I was like, "Yeah, my fucking friend." And he's like, "No, there's someone behind you." And I turned, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And there's no one there. I'm like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" And then all of a sudden, like, I feel like the coldness come and the chills, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" He's like, "The owner of the house is next to you."
Oh my God.
I'm like, "Okay, like, leave me the fuck alone."
I know.
Hi, hello.
Yeah.
We were there. It was nothing happened. And then once we got out towards like the ballroom, I started to get like really angry, like really hot, really angry. And I was like, "Oh my God, I don't want to be here. Like, what the fuck? This guy is talking." He kept talking. And I was just like, "Oh my God, I'm getting angry at the guy."
Yeah. Ooh.
And so my friend was like getting really worried because I'm like hot, I mean, I'm hot all the time anyway. But I was getting angry at this man. I was like, get him the fuck out of here. I was getting angry, he said, like yelling. And so the guy comes over. He puts his hand on my shoulder. And he's like, you need to leave right now. And I was like, don't touch me ever again. I remember telling him, don't touch me ever again.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, you need to get him out right now. Get him out. So as soon as I crossed like the threshold of the door, like something came off of me.
Ew.
And I was like, what is happening? And I was kind of all white. He said I was clammy.
Oh, wow.
The guy said I was being possessed.
What?
It was like the starting process of it.
The owner of the house
Yes.
attached himself to you.
Yes.
And he didn't want that guy touring the house.
Nope.
Yeah, and it was coming through you.
Yep. And he said I was being attacked by a demon.
And you didn't remember any of it?
I didn't remember any of it. My friend had to tell me that I was getting really angry at this man. Like I was being like rude to him. I was like, get the fuck out. Like, why are you here? Why are you? I was yelling. I don't remember any of that. I just remember like him putting his hand on me and then me saying,
Jesus.
me telling him, don't fucking touch me ever again.
Wow,
That's
see?
crazy.
Yeah. And then as soon as I walked through the threshold of the door to get outside, it was like it detached from me. I was
Okay,
like,
so you need to white light yourself.
I was like, oh fuck.
But see, this is interesting because that Amityville horror house, that's what the kid that lived there that killed his whole family said. He kept hearing someone tell him to do this.
But isn't that
Right.
schizophrenia?
But, I mean, look at this.
I would never go back in the
would-
house.
Yeah. But you
Ever.
don't. Yeah, but you don't hear people now.
No,
So, yeah.
no.
No, but it was,
Or else
but
I'm
maybe the house was possessed.
It had to have been.
That's
because
crazy.
I was like, what the fuck? I don't know. I would never go back in the house ever again.
Okay.
Yeah, that,
I mean,
well,
I
that,
see,
believe
I
that
hear
stuff.
I mean, do you hear and see things?
No, I told you were psychic. No, I'm a people reader.
I'm saying, okay, so like when I'm at home or when I've never felt it at your house, so that's a good thing.
Okay, good.
But like when I'm at like my brother's house, for instance, and I like they went on vacation and I watched his house. And this is when he had a cat at the house and I was downstairs and my nephew's door would always open. And I'm like, what the fuck? I go and close it. Go downstairs, a couple minutes later, look up, door's open again. I'm like, what the fuck?
And you closed it.
I closed it.
You know you did.
I closed it. And I'm not going upstairs because that's fucking scary.
Right. And there's no window open blowing
There's
it.
no window open, nothing. Not that strong to open it back
yeah.
up.
Right.
Because I'm like closing
Who's
it.
doing that? Yeah.
And so I close it again. Go back down. Come back because I go to work. Come back. It's open again.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is going on here? So then I'm like, all right. I lock it. Close it. Shake it a little. Make sure it's not opening.
Yeah.
Perfect to go. Go home. Say hello to mom. Whatever. Tell her like, this is fucking crazy. I get back there. Door's fucking open.
Oh my God.
So I guess my first question is, why did you go back?
Yeah.
back
Well,
there.
because I had to watch the cat and the dog.
Well, they would have been on their own.
I-
I would
that's
have Ubered them some food.
And then when I'm sleeping, I hear little people upstairs running.
Wait a minute. Does he's a, yeah.
I'm alone, and there's people running upstairs. So your
Is this
first,
in my hometown?
your first,
Yes, it is
Yes,
in your
it is.
hometown.
Crap.
so your
Second
your
story
your
I've
first
heard.
instinct, right? You're like, okay, well, maybe it's the cat, maybe it's the dog. I got the cat in between my legs, and the dog's in the kennel.
Yeah. No, so it's not.
So there's something upstairs.
Yeah, for sure. And you are sensitive,
Yeah.
so you can feel all that.
And now I sleep when I sleep at his house. Whenever I have to spend the night, whenever he goes away, I sleep away from the other, like the formal living room.
Yeah.
Because I need to sleep like where I can't see the upstairs part. So I sleep in his other living room on the couch.
Right.
And I always have a blanket over my head.
But does he know this? Has he heard
I
stuff?
always tell him, but I don't think he's into that. Like he doesn't register it.
He'll be like the kids next door playing, but it's really
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
really someone in his
it's really
room.
Flowers in the Attic. Remember that book, Flowers in the
God,
Attic?
yeah.
Sorry, pre
That's
you, Brandon.
terrible.
Flowers in the
God.
Attic.
Yeah, I'd never spend the night. So when we have to spend the night, mom does it.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking scary.
Good luck with you guys.
I know.
One of
Shoot.
my
That's
friends.
interesting.
One of my friends. Well, anyway, so she grew up out in Laguna Niguel also, and she said that she used to go to a friend's house in Kite Hill.
Oh.
And there is a haunted house in Kite Hill. She said that all
Where?
the doors would open. She can't remember what street it is. I'll have to find out.
Oh, we need to find
We will see
out.
her on Halloween.
I need to
okay,
find
yeah.
out.
She's going to be at my house on Halloween.
I need to find
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
who she is.
Who?
Janine.
Oh,
Oh, okay. She
I was
knows.
like, who?
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh my God.
She can't remember. Yeah.
Because I'm going to go to this house and maybe we could do an episode there.
No.
Paranormal investigating.
Yeah, I would love to do something like that.
Y'all might be
Hell,
on your
Kristin,
own.
we're going on it.
I'm already thinking put a camera in your
Right?
brother's house.
Yeah,
you
y'all
know?
gonna be on your own on that one. I am going to plug my ears through it all.
My ex-boyfriend's house, I had kind of same thing as Maya, where I was dated a guy for 6 years, and anyway, so I basically grew up in that house too. I was always there, and no one ever talked about it, but I would see a shadow, like go in the hallway to the bathroom. It was a very big house too, and finally I was like, do you guys see? And they're like, oh yeah, it's been like this for a long time, that there's someone here, and like my boyfriend would have a friend over, and like the book would fall off the bookshelf, like hit him in the head. Like this one kid told me like the book hit me in the head 3 times. Like they were having a sleepover. He's like, I'd put it back and it'd fall back, put it back, fall back. And we're on Long Island. It wasn't earthquakes and stuff like that. So that house was haunted.
That's scary.
Yeah,
I know.
I love that stuff though.
me too.
I don't know
me
why.
too.
It freaks me out, but I love it.
Yeah.
Like in my aunt's house, in the one back bedroom is where my mom's mom and her mom died, and I will never step foot into that room. It's not that it's giving
But
me like
that's
a
your
negative
family.
energy, but it just freaks me out
Yeah.
to know that like someone has died in there.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to know where someone's died. Like it would just freak me out.
No,
So,
I get
like,
that
I
too.
will-
And
I
someone
kinda
died in
get
my house
scared.
that I'm living in now.
I
Really?
won't be coming over.
Yeah, it was the family. It was husband, wife, and their son. And then she was a nurse, the mom, and her dad was very, very sick, so they took him in, and the grandfather died in my house. They had to let us know when we were buying.
Yeah, yeah. You have to disclose that. You have
So of
to.
course I had a good conversation with the guy, and I said, "Listen, we love this house. We're going to treat it so good. You be on your way.
Time for you to go to
You
the light.
be-
Go to the light.
I
and
wonder
stay
if it would
there."
have been different because he just died of like natural causes. I'm assuming.
Yes, he did.
Compared to like if he like offed himself in the house.
Right. Well,
'Cause then
we
he
do
would've
have that
gotten-
up the block from us. There were a couple suicides in the same house.
The same house.
Yeah, different families and stuff.
See that
yeah.
has to
going
that
on up
has
there with y'all?
Yeah, RSM
I
is
know,
a
ours-
little wild.
We're going to be now paranormal investigators.
You two are on your own.
Oh
I'm gonna sit at
Maya's
home.
coming.
Maya can just be the driver.
No, because you guys will bring people back with you.
No, we know how not to do that. We do.
Wait, have you ever seen the real picture of what Annabelle looks like?
Is that at the end though? They show it. No.
Would you remember?
Did you keep your eyes open?
Like this. Had my ears. I was like this with my ears plugged. She was behind the glass, right?
So it looks like
Yeah.
this is what the real doll looks like.
Hold on, let me get my glasses.
Like that's the real
Oh,
Annabelle.
that looks like Raggedy Ann.
That's what it is. It possessed a Raggedy
Finds.
Ann doll.
This is based off of a true story. This
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
Why did I watch it? I used to have Raggedy Ann dolls.
I mean, you obviously didn't have
So
the
they're
possessed
saying
one.
that this doll was possessed for real.
Yes.
And what did it do to people?
Basically the same thing it did in the movie. It would force people to commit suicide. It would kill people. It's not like a little Chucky doll, but it would possess people and it would kill people. Just like the movie.
Oh my God, no. Okay, I want none of this.
So you
I
don't want
none of this.
So if I gave you a Raggedy Ann doll
No,
for your birthday,
we can't be friends.
I
We can't
know.
be friends.
she's like, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
No. I'm trying to get my mom to send me a picture. We had so stupid. Like we look at these pictures back. My brother's an infant in this crib, and there's the most scariest clown. It was like the one in Poltergeist. In the crib with him.
Oh my god.
Wait, Poltergeist had a clown? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. On the rocking chair.
So
Yeah,
I'm asking
yeah,
her,
yeah.
do you have this readily available
Yeah, no
to show
thanks.
them?
Nope,
Yeah,
nope.
that was creepy.
Thank God I didn't have girls because I probably would have freaky dolls.
You would.
Dolls freak me out.
Yeah. Dolls
yeah,
are
the
scary.
freaky ones, like the glass porcelain. ones?
Oh,
No.
Especially the one they used in the movie. That was who would want to buy that
But see,
fugly
I
doll?
wonder why
I don't
they
get
made
it.
it look like that in the movie.
Well, because it was supposed to be possessed and scary. Because that's not scary. You look at Raggedy Ann, you like love her. It's like it brings back
Yeah, not
memories.
until you fucking have to
Yeah.
jump off
I
a
know,
cliff
I know
because of her.
exactly.
just going for the jugular.
Yeah.
No
the
thanks.
jugular.
You're like, Dan, why do you have a knife in your
Yeah.
hand?
Oh my God, he did last night when he
my
was
God.
trying to give us props for our TikTok. Oh no! Listen up, people. You're not invited to my house. Anybody on the other side? Any demons? You're
No,
not. You're not
it's not
invited.
gonna happen,
You're
don't
not
worry.
invited. Go back to the light.
No, they know that. They
Have
know.
you ever been to any scary haunted houses, like the Winchester house? Have you ever been there?
I want to go so bad.
I went when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember a lot, but it was supposed to be really haunted. I remember like the spiral staircase that got it got, what is it, shorter when you got to the top.
Yes, and then wasn't there just a door there? And
It was just random doors everywhere. It was very
so
scary.
weird
Have you
because
ever been
that
Nope.
woman was possessed.
Yes, she
right.
was.
No, I'm not ever going to go there.
But I don't think I'd go now because I'm claustrophobic and I don't like places
Very
like that.
tiny spaces. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay, well,
We
that's
won't
good
do
because
that
I'm not
one.
going.
But I think it was cool regardless of going up the stairs. I probably wouldn't go up the stairs now, but I would. Everything else I would, because there's like hidden little rooms everywhere, and apparently that's where people got murdered. And
She kept just building and building and building
it
because
was
she was
like
yeah.
it was like turned into a small house to a huge like mansion estate.
That's crazy.
They were saying it was because they were the Winchester gun. Like
Yeah.
It was the gun family. So they were saying it was all the people that were killed by their guns was making her do these crazy things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's. Would you ever go?
No. I feel like you open
Ew.
yourself up to like stuff. And then I have to put lemons in everybody's house. You have to freaking
There's not enough freezes.
bring you a garlic necklace.
That's scary. I love that. I don't know. Like movies freak me out. Like Jake, he got dressed up as a Terrifier clown. Did you hear about this movie?
I love this movie.
I didn't watch it yet because it's like
So,
it's super scary.
It's not scary as in ghost or.
Is
like,
it disturbing though?
It's like Freddy Krueger, and it's just murder. It's
Okay.
just murder, and you see more blood and guts.
Oh, well,
So like, I
that's
was watching
different
the
than-
second one. It's just nasty. I was watching the second one, and I didn't watch the first one. So you see this doctor like crawling, and he slit his throat, and he's like
yeah.
trying to call 911. And
Oh,
911 's
gosh.
like,
Nope.
911, what's your emergency? And he's like, sir, do you have an emergency?
I can't breathe.
And he's like, and she's like, sir, hello.
Just trace them.
It's like I can't breathe.
And then the clown is there, and he's like,
Oh.
and all freaky, and then he grabs like some little hammer and you see it though. You see the smashing of the skull, the eye popping out, and the reason why he wants to do it because he wants the guy's eyeball to put it back in his eye.
That makes sense.
So he takes the eyeball literally and then stuffs it in his eye.
Yeah.
So it's not scary as in like possessive, like
no, it's
creepy.
just creepy,
It's gross.
freaky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gross.
That was
That's
Jake
gross.
was-
Oh, that is scary.
Wait, you have.
We
oh
did.
my
We
god.
did a bad job on it though. Next time will be much better.
Is that
Like we
Gene
did-
Simmons from Kiss? Sorry. Paul Stanley?
That's what it looked like.
I didn't know you were going as a Terrifier. I thought you were going as Jesus.
I know.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Two
Would you ever go
costumes
to
in
like? Okay. Have you ever watched like Ghost Adventures on A&E or whatever?
I watch
channel?
every single episode
With Zach Bagans?
Yeah, every episode. I've seen them all.
Nope.
You have to watch it.
Yeah.
No.
It's not okay. It's not like
They're funny too. Their stuff. Like some of them are good.
It's
but-
an older one too, though, right? Is it? Is
Yeah,
it been
it's
around
still
for a
going.
while?
It's been around for a while.
I
Many
think I'm gonna
seasons.
watch it in the beginning and then
because it's
stopped.
not to me. It's not like the Nun or Annabelle.
Right.
It's real. Like they're You're
Oh, did that move on its own?
Oh my god. Okay.
like it's not.
It's levitating.
Oh shoot. It's levitating. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Scary.
If you start floating, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
I know.
Not coming back here.
Exactly.
I think we should watch it because I think it's really cool because they recently went to LA, the LA County Hospital or whatever. Like it's supposed to be super haunted.
I'm sure.
So many deaths.
God, it was super scary.
Okay, so we'll work on that for next Halloween episode, okay?
Oh my god, I'm
Which
so
is-
down.
I'm so
2025.
down, too.
And then
I
we
would
just
love
have to get
see
little recorders so we can
2025.
see
Yeah.
we hear people talking to
yeah.
us. I had at one point in time, I had a spirit box.
Oh,
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I do because I watch.
Do you know what a spirit box is?
No.
Okay, so a spirit box is basically like an AM FM radio that it just circles like constant loops of the white noise.
white noise? Yes.
And then you have a speaker attached to it. So it's supposed to be like the ghosts are supposed to be, or spirits are supposed to be able to use the energy to speak through it.
Okay.
Through the white noise.
Oh,
and
yeah,
can
yeah, yeah,
communicate.
yeah.
I had one at one time. It never worked.
Oh.
But I got so scared for it. I was like, oh my God, please don't talk to me.
Well, that's why it
but
didn't
I
work,
think it would
right?
be so cool to hear it.
Oh, it is. It is so
Like,
cool because
Jimmy.
What are you having for dinner?
years ago, Jeff and I went to the Queen Mary for a scary.
I remember.
thing. Yeah, and it was like
No.
it took, I had to be there at midnight till like 2 and 3 in the morning, and that's when they said to us, if you have your phones, download this Ghost Radar app. And so then you put this app on, and like all of us were getting different names were coming across, different words and all that stuff. But then at one point we all got the same.
Ooh.
And she was just like, oh, that was the guy that used to work here, and it was freaky. And then I used the Ghost Radar app a lot when I came home. I thought, I'm going to use it here and there.
Yeah.
And we had driven up to,
I think I remember your Ghost Radar
forget.
app. Yeah.
Not the Getty Museum. It's something with a G where you go up and winding. I don't know, but I turned it on. I was like thinking, there's got to be something here. And it says my name.
The Griffith Observatory or whatever? Yeah.
We're driving up to that, and it says my name on the top of it. It said Kristin. I was like, God, I'm shutting this off.
Oh.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why it said my name, but
Scary.
yeah.
Did you ever hear about the app called, what is it? Rotundica? Rotunda?
Oh, no.
Okay.
What is this?
I think I'm totally butchering the name. But it was an app that people on TikTok were finding, and it was supposed to lead you to like scary things around your current location.
Oh.
And people were claiming that they were finding dead bodies.
Oh, God.
Like dead animals, hidden treasure. And I always wanted to do it, but I got so scared because I don't want to find a dead body.
Ew, no.
Okay,
But
well,
it's
how about this one?
supposed
The
to-
Tesla going to a cemetery.
I
Did you
wanna
ever
try
do
that.
it?
I wanna
We
try
can do
that since I have a Tesla.
Yes, we have to do that.
Have you ever heard about that?
I've heard about it.
So you go to a cemetery, and it's supposed to, because when you're driving and it sees people, it's supposed to show you, like it shows you anyway, the person walking. So if you go into a cemetery, it's supposed to show you dead body or dead people that are walking around.
It picks up the ghosts.
Let's do it. But what cemetery is like?
No, we can't go to El Toro Memorial.
No, we
No.
won't do that.
We'll
Can't
go
do
to
that
a random one.
Okay.
See,
My peeps are buried there. My mom and my grandma.
We'll go to
this
the
is
scary
why I
ones.
think I believe in all this stuff, is because I always say to everybody, I'm going to haunt your ass when I'm on the other side. Like,
probably
I
will.
want you to know I'm still around and I'm near you, and you might smell my perfume, which I wear many different ones and I combine them, but I believe in it. And I feel like a lot of times I have some stuff of my grandmother's, and certain things will happen. Like if I went to grab something hot, I don't get hurt. I feel like she's protecting me.
Oh.
And I'm grateful for it.
I love that.
I see. That's really why I want the connection of it.
Spirit
you know?
guides.
Yeah.
Spirit guides. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
The good
Spirit
ones.
guides. Do you think you have spirit guides?
Sometimes I do. I used to be really into it, and I think I was more in tune to it. Oh, sorry.
That was your foot?
That's
I
my
was
foot.
like,
That's my
fuck.
foot. I know. Scared the crap.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I was more
your
in tune.
reflection in there, and I'm like, who is that in the closet? But it's just your. Who is
in the closet?
And the it's not KoKo. It's not
Not
KoKo.
KoKo.
He's not in the closet.
Not in the closet. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think we all have spirit guides.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
or guardian angels, like I like to call it these days.
Yeah. Okay.
As we're talking about
They're
this
the ones
stuff.
guiding us to the right
Yeah,
thing.
right,
Exactly.
For sure.
White light. We're not
White light, yeah.
Don't
White
No.
light. Kristen,
Right.
you are not inviting anybody into the car.
No,
Okay.
I refuse. I refuse.
guppy.
Not today.
Okay, so I have one little cute thing that I kind of did. It's two truths and a lie.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh God.
And
Okay.
it's for me, so you have to figure out which
Oh,
one is
okay,
the lie.
good. I'm so excited.
Oh, okay. This will
Okay,
be fun.
I have it written down because I didn't want to forget it.
Okay.
Okay, so one is I once spent the night in a haunted hotel and heard strange footsteps in the hallway. I've seen a ghost while driving late at night, or I was a part of a ghost hunting team that captured real EVP recordings.
Are the first two the truth and the last one's a lie?
Ooh, that's almost what I was going to say.
Yes. Could you imagine if I said no?
Good one.
I'd not be like, what?
I would have been shocked.
I'm
I
learning
really
new
would.
want
things.
to do that though. I
Okay,
want
let's
to
do
take
it.
You
tape
just
recordings.
manifested it, I think, because this girl will do it with you.
I'll do it with you.
Let's
You're
go.
going to do it
I kind
too.
of, but okay.
You have to.
We have to find for. Okay, here's
Something
how it's gonna go.
easy.
We have to find the house in Kite Hill that is
Yes.
supposedly
Okay, you
haunted.
got to talk to Shanine. Shanine, if you're out there,
She better be
Let us
listening.
get on your memory cap because she can't remember what house
we
it
need
was.
to know a house, and then we
Okay.
have to go talk to the owners and see if we can do like if we could just sit in their living room with a tape recorder
Right.
past midnight and just.
I feel like that's going to be harder than just going to your brother's house and doing it. I think we could just go to your brother's house when he's away for the weekend.
I mean, probably. I mean, we could probably just. I could shoo him out. Well, no, he has a new.
Oh.
He has a new girlfriend or fiance, so
Yeah, well, no.
never mind. I don't think they're gonna allow that.
No. How about
We need to
we're
find
going to come
somewhere.
up with something. We're going to come
we'll
up
We
with
have
figure
to
it
find
out.
somewhere scary
Yeah, we will. I got this.
because that's gonna be perfect, and you have to come with us.
Yeah. We got this. It's easy.
Halloween,
It'll
please
be
be over
safe.
already. Let's
It'll
move
be
on
safe,
to
it'll
November.
make us believe.
November. Let's have a Thanksgiving episode here.
See, then maybe.
What are we thankful
Yeah,
for?
sure.
What are we thankful for?
Thankful for Maya
Maya's
going
like,
on this
I'm
trip.
over this. All right, so now we're coming into the segment of Am I the Asshole?
Ooh. Yes.
Kristin found a really good Halloween one, so we only have one for this
You're
episode.
so
but
good.
it's okay. So this is a Halloween Am I the Asshole? So it says, I live in a neighborhood where everyone is crazy. One of my neighbors, just let's call him Brad. Now, Brad is very religious. He doesn't believe that Halloween should be anything scary. But I like to put out Halloween decorations in front of my house. I do this annually every August to September. I put decorations up. And the decorations aren't that scary. It's just a clown, a reaper, a cardboard, graveyard, and that's it. So I go to put up my decorations, and then Brad's kids go screaming to their dad, the Satanist is putting up his decorations. And there were more problems with Brad. I was hanging out with my friend that lives next door to Brad. Me and him were trading Halloween decorations after the trading. I was walking home with the said decorations, and Brad was screaming, don't you dare bring your satanist beliefs near my house. And then I went to a Fright Fest trip with my family, and when I came back, Brad had destroyed my little graveyard.
Oh, no.
I was so fed up with him because I like Halloween, and my friend does too. But he's the only one who doesn't. I do not appreciate him destroying my stuff. So the next day, I bought a whole bunch of more decorations. Am I the asshole? No.
No, he's not the asshole. But first, though, my only question is, why August?
August to September.
We're still loving the beach, the weather, the summer. I know. He's an asshole for ruining Halloween way too soon. But he's not an asshole. The neighbor's an asshole.
The neighbor is 100% an asshole.
So, and the neighbor must be busy because a lot of people celebrate Halloween. He's probably tearing down everybody's graveyards. I mean, what is happening?
That's weird.
You can't touch other people's property.
Don't touch it. No, you can't.
Not down with OPP.
That's weird.
Is it Brad?
Brad, yeah.
Brad, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Brad is the asshole.
He
not
really
this.
is. He
Right?
is.
It's weird.
And perhaps it's the last week of August he starts doing it. You know, some people want it to last a long time.
wait.
You're not a 2.
So-
Why are you giving him the benefit of the doubt?
I know. Like, to me, you're setting up your Halloween decorations mid-September. Mid-September is okay for me.
Right.
Not August.
No.
Yeah.
Not even the last week of
We
August.
need Labor Day.
Maybe he was just
first.
putting in there how much he
Labor Day.
loves Halloween, and here's this guy stomping on his happiness.
I do this annually every August to September.
No, you're ruining Halloween if you're doing it in August. It's like, give us some time.
It's just
We
too
need the build
weird.
up. Summer's over. We got to get through Labor Day, and then all of a sudden we're thinking about Halloween.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
I mean, for
Not
like
September
August.
21st.
for
Yeah.
Halloween or like Christmas, I like to decorate right after Halloween. So we get all of November. I got my Christmas decorations up because I don't really like the fall decorations. Like pumpkins to me are just Halloween. I don't think pumpkins to me. They
fall.
don't give me Thanksgiving.
Right.
Turkeys are Thanksgiving.
Yeah, totally.
So I always decorate Christmas right after Halloween. So my literally October or November 1st, Christmas goes up
Oh,
and it stays until January 9th.
that's a long
A little Christmas.
I know. Well, when do you take down your Christmas decorations?
when you
I
put 'em up.
believe growing up Catholic, we did. You could go through to Little Christmas and then it's over.
Right.
Right. So, but we always put it up the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
But it always changes every year. So sometimes you're not getting enough weeks with your decoration. So I
That's this year.
get the November 1st.
That's this year. It's Thanksgiving, and then 2 days later it's December
Yeah,
1st.
Yeah. So you can't
So I
enjoy
gotta
it.
celebrate it earlier.
That's
I
a
gotta
good
put
idea,
everything
and I could
together.
see doing it November 1st for sure.
Just this year.
We're starting with our street Christmas lights on November 5th.
Okay.
Oh,
But they're not going to
perfect.
be lit. We just have to get them going because it's going to be.
Well, your whole, and if you don't know, if anyone doesn't know, Kite Hill, Iron Hand Lane does the best Christmas decorations ever.
Yep. Come see us.
They win
We do
awards every year.
donations for Chalk Hospital too, so more to come
How
on that.
beautiful.
You guys should do Halloween ones.
But sticking to Halloween,
Oh, you should throw out
Did you see her
Megan's
face? She's
neighborhood
like, stick to
for
Halloween, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know, right? We're talking Christmas.
I'm kidding.
Sorry.
I'm kidding.
No, she's not.
No, we're getting you into a scary place. That'll be fun.
It'll be cool. I think it'll be so much fun.
TBD
And something local.
TBD.
Yes, we're gonna do it. You're gonna.
I don't know who this woman is. She used to love this stuff.
I know what happened.
I don't like spirits.
I don't know about
Her
that.
face.
I don't understand.
It's scary.
the good ones.
I'll explain.
Of course, the good one.
I'll explain on another time.
All right.
All right. Well, so we're coming down to our final five. If you're new to the show, we like to do our final five. And I have final five, I was going to say Christmas edition. Final five Halloween
Why
edition.
not? Why not? Because now we're going to be on Christmas, you guys. Let's
Halloween.
stay in my favorite month, my favorite holiday. Okay. Go on.
Okay, so here are some 5 Halloween-inspired final 5 questions.
Okay.
Okay.
So Kristin and Maya, this is your final 5.
Here we go.
Question number 1. If you could spend the night in any haunted location in the world, where would it be?
Ooh. I always want to go to the Shining Hotel, but I don't know if it exists anymore.
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah. That's where I would go.
Shining Hotel.
By the way, I've already done that.
Oh?
Spent the night in a haunted hotel. So I got you guys
Go ahead
on this
and where?
one.
Okay.
The Driscoll in Texas.
Oh.
In
Oh, you
Austin.
did? They did a Ghost
They did do
Adventures
that.
there.
Yeah. I got super sick. I got strep throat. I was sweating. It was so bad.
Is this why you don't want to go?
I've been there.
Perhaps.
I've been there. And I was on the floor where all the bad things happened. So there you go.
Fuck.
Okay.
See?
She got us
See?
beat.
Okay.
Okay.
I beat you. I was working. I worked for Dell at the time, and we had an event there.
And they put you in a
stayed-
creepy
and
hotel?
You can hear the ball bouncing. You hear weird pipes making weird noises. But I was so sick, and maybe I was delirious, and I got a fever of like 103.
Oh, shit.
Strep
Got a
throat. Who gets
fever
that?
of 103. Isn't that a song?
Probably. So yes, I've already done that. But go on.
Okay.
Look at you.
Already
She's
done
beat us
it.
to it.
Already
Maybe
done
that's
it.
why she doesn't want to do
I
it.
know. Probably.
exactly.
Done
Oh,
it.
come on. Question number 2. What's the creepiest Halloween costume you've seen or worn?
The creepiest Halloween costume I've seen was the Chucky doll, and the way that my friend did how he acted with it. It was freaking scary.
Really?
Chuck Chance, if you're out there, that was scary. But go ahead.
Wait, his name was Chuck too?
Yeah, Athana. Chuck and Athana. Yeah,
Wow.
A thong?
Athana.
Oh,
Well, a thong.
I was
yeah.
like, she's wearing a thong.
Her nickname was Thong, though. I'm not
Chucky in a
gonna lie.
thong.
Ew.
That would be scary.
That would be really.
Chucky in a thong.
I don't know what for one of her Halloween. I did like a cracked porcelain doll face. That was
Ooh.
scary for me.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Kristin was the scariest costume at my Halloween party. Sorry,
Yeah,
Chris.
right. Yeah,
She's like,
right.
give me credit, please.
She's like, well, I was the scariest.
How
I
about
won
you?
the
What's
award.
what about you?
I would say Michael Myers.
Yeah, that you were.
Yeah.
Because I'm really good
But
at
you're in character. See, it matters.
I'm really good at it. Like, I just.
I know. It matters.
Still
The character matters. how
Before
they
I
act.
ripped my mask, I wanted to like install because I got bigger, so my face got bigger, and like you can see my eyes more. So I was gonna install like little black mesh so you can't see my
Ooh,
eyes to
yeah.
make it even scarier. But I ripped it from last night. But whatever.
Ooh. Yeah, my boys and Jeff get masks, and they had like this baby doll one that
Yeah,
was very
those
scary.
masks
The
are
masks are
scary.
super scary.
They're
Masks
so
are
scary.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
what adds the element.
It
Yeah,
does.
it does.
Yeah, yeah.
Question number 3: would you rather face off against a ghost, a vampire, or a werewolf?
Oh God, ghost. Vampire's gonna suck our blood. A werewolf's gonna eat us. Rip us to
the
shreds.
bone.
A ghost, hey, Casper, if you're out there.
Okay, probably at Casper.
Yeah.
the
I would
friendly
say-
ghost.
I would say
Casper, the friendly
yeah,
ghost.
I would
Yeah,
say
yeah,
ghost.
yeah.
I don't know.
You're dead if the werewolf.
But if you're a vampire, okay. So if you're a ghost, right, you can't really fight back. How do you fight back?
Well, that's exactly
That's
it.
why
We
we
win.
wanna
We
fight.
win.
Yeah.
But it
We
goes
freaking
through,
win.
you can't.
Right.
If you're a vampire and it bites you,
You're dead.
you turn into a vampire. So then
I
you're
like my life. I
Yeah,
don't want to be a
I'm
vampire.
scared.
But then but
And the werewolf also, you turn into a werewolf, right? If it bites you.
I think so. So that'd be perfect. So then you're still alive. Immortality.
Oh, okay.
That is
All right.
the thought of it. Question number 4: if you were the main character in a horror movie, how long do you think you'd survive?
The main character in the horror movie.
And okay, let's
Am I the
wait.
killer
Let's
or am I
just-
the being killed? Am I the
okay,
hunted?
You're the hunted.
hunted.
You're the main character. You're the survival. But like, it's a super haunted one, like a super scary one.
I would survive to the end of the movie because you know what not to do in these movies. Everything you're watching, you're like, do not open the
Don't
door.
go in there.
You
Don't
open
go in
the
that
door.
door.
Don't open the door.
There's a knock.
Oh, you two are going to go get busy in the other room? You're getting
You're
sliced
dead.
to
You're
death.
getting killed to
Yeah.
death.
So no sex.
You're going out of the main cabin to
Yeah.
use the outhouse.
Yeah.
Okay, you're screwed.
I'd rather pee
You're
my
done.
pants.
I'd rather pee my
I
pants.
don't think I would survive.
Why?
I think I would die
Oh my gosh.
because I would be the dumb one who'd been like, I should go investigate that noise. I heard.
No.
I heard it downstairs. I'll go check real quick.
Yeah,
you guys.
check
I'll
for
be
you
back.
guys.
Right,
I'll go
right.
check for
See,
you guys.
I'm here to
Yeah,
protect
that's
you guys.
exactly
So
right.
I'll
That's
go check. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Like when we were
totally.
in your desert home,
Yeah.
you were like, the garage door is open.
The garage door's
And
open. And
she's
it's
just
how did this
stood
happen?
there, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'll go check. Don't worry,
Right.
you guys.
I
See?
stood there all scared.
I was like, that's why I'll die because
Yes,
I'm gonna go
you
protect
would.
You
You
guys.
would. Yeah.
You probably would.
You
But
take
thank
care
you for
of it.
checking on that garage door.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Question number 5. What's your all-time favorite Halloween candy, and what's the one candy that you would ban forever?
Oh, I love candy corn.
Me
I think
too.
I'm the only one though.
Oh my
okay,
God,
good.
no, I
love
love
it.
candy
I
corn.
It's my
love it.
favorite.
It's the best.
You know what? Do you guys like frosting on cake?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so X made a good point. X was sick, so I'm like, hey, let's go get some candy corn and some candy pumpkin corn.
Yes.
Ooh.
Like, because you're sick and I want to treat you, and plus I wanted it for myself.
Right.
So I was like, he goes, Mom, it tastes like frosting. I'm like, that's why I like it. It's pure sugar. It's frosting.
Yes.
I love it. I
It's
love
delicious.
candy corn.
I don't like the
best.
pumpkin one though.
Too much?
It's too much. Well, no, I don't know. It just doesn't give me. It doesn't taste like candy corn to me.
I love it all.
I do.
love
I do
anything
love the
candy
pumpkins
corn
too, but
family.
Candy
I
corn.
love
yeah.
candy
I love
corn.
it. I love
And then
it.
the people that go, oh, candy corn's the worst
I know,
one.
and they're really
That's when you
angry
can't
about
even
it,
be
too.
friends with them.
No.
I'm so
They're like,
angry
Yes,
about their
they
candy
are
corn.
so
They
angry
get so
about it.
mad. It's like,
Sorry, but
gross.
it's the best.
I
the
love
best.
it.
But then
I
what's
love
the
it.
worst one?
What's the worst one you would ban? I would do Whoppers. What?
I like Whoppers.
I know, and my son
Oh,
loves
sorry.
Whoppers.
I hate
Okay,
them.
Yeah.
They're gross.
I love the texture in them.
Ugh.
Okay.
No.
What do I hate? This is funny. This is my problem. I don't hate any of it.
I would ban Dum Dums.
Yeah, those are.
Those are so lame.
With the lollipops?
Yeah, the tiny little Dum Dums.
It's just a little bit of heaven.
Although I feel bad because Q lived off of those when he had really bad food allergies, but they suck.
They're the little lollipops, right?
Yeah, they're boring and they suck.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was totally thinking of something else. Fuck. Why do you hate Dum Dum?
Ah, I
They're
don't.
just mini lollipops.
They're boring.
Are you guys into like the dots and the jujis or
Ugh.
whatever?
My kids. I wouldn't do dots.
I don't want to, I don't like that.
I love a Rolo.
I love
love
a
a
good
Kit Kat.
We
gobstopper.
opened up
A
your stash
gobstopper?
yesterday. Oh, gobstoppers.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
opened up my stash last night.
Ooh.
2 bags.
I know because I wanted a Kit Kat.
See, I go for the nerds.
Oh, I love nerds.
Yeah, I love the
You love the
sugary.
nerds
I'm not the
gummies?
The
The
rope.
cluster gummy? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, the clusters. too.
Everybody
Yeah,
likes
yeah.
those. I heard
Love
Tamara
them.
and Teddy talking about those on their podcast.
sure.
That I know.
I know.
We're better.
We always got to talk about a housewife.
We do,
Something
we do.
that's our sprinkle of every episode. We always bring up the housewives, just a tiny bit. I guess the ropes they really like, and Teddy being a fitness girl, I'm like, okay, well then I don't feel so bad if I eat those. I'm gonna go try them.
I can't
Eat one or
stand
two.
Teddy.
I can't
She's
stand
one
her.
I can't stand.
I don't
She's annoying.
care.
Oh,
She's
what do you
stupid.
like about her?
I don't know. She's John Cougar Mellencamp's
There's a
daughter.
reason-
I like him, but I don't like her.
There's a reason why she's not back on the Housewives.
Exactly.
All right, fine. I like her. I don't know.
Oh, God. That's why you're on that side. I don't like her. She's annoying.
So
she doesn't
annoying.
bring anything to the table.
Nothing.
I listen to their podcast, so I see a different side of her.
No.
I wouldn't give her
There's
the time of day. No, kidding.
There's the
I'm
only
just
reason why she was on that show was because of her father.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them are on the show because of parents, and
I don't think, not Tamara, not Heather.
Yeah. Who's
But
parent?
they're OC. Okay, fine, fair. But
No, we're just messing with you.
Beverly Hills, like
Oh,
think
but-
about
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's
a
a
lot
whole-
of them are like
Was that called
prestigious
nepotism
people.
or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Teddy is a fucking.
I mean, she's prettier now. If you go back to the first season, there's a different face
Oh, yeah.
now. She has a
Ozempic?
different face.
No, she didn't need Ozempic.
Oh, but have you seen her scars?
Yeah,
For her-
see,
from
she's
her-
going through the cancer treatment.
Okay,
all
well,
that
that's
stuff.
sad.
give her-
Come on,
Okay, well, we're
Teddy,
not
give
saying
her
Feel
a
that.
bad. She's still. I don't like her.
She's
I
not a good
feel so bad that you have a
housewife.
cancer, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You
So
have a
get
She's not a
better
good
and feel
housewife.
better.
She's not a good
Yeah.
housewife. I
No.
agree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Totally
We're good.
feel
So
better.
we're on that.
No,
she's
I-
beautiful.
You can come back to
But
this
I
side.
said I agree she was a good housewife, but I like her on her podcast, which you guys don't
Okay.
listen to.
I'll have to listen to it.
It's good. It really
I don't
is.
want to listen to Tamara though.
And
That's
her-
the thing. It's like,
Well, Tamara's not on it right now because
It's Erica
Erica and
Girardi.
yeah.
oh,
yeah.
then maybe I'll listen because I
Love
love,
that woman.
her.
Yeah.
I love that woman. Did I ever tell you
It's
the story when I went
expensive
to?
to be me.
Did I ever tell you the story of when I went to go look for her house? That's probably
No.
so bad to say on this show, but I went to go look for her house.
Yeah.
Not the one she lived in with Tom, but the one that
Okay.
she's renting now.
Oh.
because it's all that's public knowledge.
Yeah.
So I was a stalker, and I was like, Erica Girardi's house.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, it's off Wilshire or whatever it was.
Right.
So I was like, Mom, we went to go see my uncle who was in the hospital at the time, and I was like, let's go, because he was at the Kaiser off of Sunset.
Okay.
I was like, let's go find her.
Right there.
So we're driving down, and I'm like, okay, you gotta take a right. Oh my God, I feel like we're getting closer. I feel like I've seen this on the show. We turn, it's her house. Her Range Rover was in the driveway.
No
Oh, that's cool.
I was
I like
Mom,
her.
should I go knock on the door?
I know.
And be like, I'm your biggest fan.
Right?
She's
Can
like,
I
Can
think
you
she
hire
would be
me?
cool.
talk about scary.
I know. That would be
I'm your biggest fan.
I'm your biggest fan. I'm your number one fan. After knife at the door.
I just thought it would be so
No,
cool.
she would be one you want to hang with.
Right?
You know,
1,000%.
she's cool.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like she'd be the one too that have your back.
100%.
You know what I mean? The only time she ever got mad is when people were just like,
Piss her off.
yes,
And
that's
the
how we get.
rightfully
Well,
so.
they weren't there for her. They never back.
No.
You know. So
I just always loved it when she was like, she's a sniper from the side. I love her. I need to
Yeah.
go watch The Housewives now.
yeah,
I know.
I'm gonna go watch
She's
old
the best.
episodes.
And she's beautiful.
She
Yeah,
is.
she is really pretty.
She's stunning.
Gorgeous.
And listen, she was on Ozempic. I don't care what she says.
Oh, when she says menopause, that's
I'm
not. I don't
sorry.
understand.
Oh,
What does
please!
she get a
I'm
different
about to hit
menopause?
menopause. I should be shrinking then.
Yeah, I don't like that answer.
Like, I
yeah,
love
let's
her
be
to
fair.
death. I love her to death, but it was Ozempic, and just say it was Ozempic.
And she didn't even need it because honestly, it makes her look a little older. You
It
know,
does.
That's why we
But
keep a little extra after we're 50.
But she
Yeah.
looked good when she was plump.
She was gorgeous. Doesn't matter. Yeah, she didn't
Love
need
her.
that.
Yep.
Yeah,
I love her. It's
Love her.
expensive to
We
be
love you,
me.
Erica.
If you ever want to come, if you want to come on the show, Erica, let me know.
Yeah, just
Hit up my assistant,
Pamela, we need you.
Well, thank you for coming on the show again. I love it.
Yay.
Happy
Such a
Halloween.
good time.
This is a
Happy
great
Halloween.
Halloween
Happy
episode.
Halloween,
perfect time of
everybody.
year.
Be safe.
Everyone be safe.
Don't do drugs.
Eat your candy corn.
Yeah.
Eat your candy corn. Make sure you're eating your candy corn.
Yes.
Dump your. What are those things called? I call dum dums.
thought
Dump
you
your
said
dum
dump
dums.
your
Yeah, I
drawers.
guess get rid
No,
of
don't do
those.
that.
Be safe. Well, thank you everyone for listening to the show. And
Thank you, everybody.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Until next time.
Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, share wherever you listen to podcast audio.
Bam.
And bam. And we'll see you in the next episode. Toodles.
Bye.
And for more information on KoKo Unfiltered, go to KoKoUnfiltered.com.